welcome once again to the wild, woolly world of ShawScope. And you got me, Wee Willie Wheelbarrow.
Oh.
Over there.
Bob Radiator.
And down there.
Nick Chang Chung.
Oh, a bit of early doors racism. Nice.
Well
Yes.
then. Nice to meet you, Mr. Chang Chung.
Didn't expect that.
Apparently.
What was the name again?
I believe it was Nick Chang Chung.
Right. Okay.
Good for you.
Yes. Yes. Say it five.
I don't know how we do it.
And Nick appears behind you in a pointy conical hat, going, "Oh!" like that.
I don't know how you manage to walk into something every single time.
Oh yeah, it's just
Young
we were talking about how you're physically clumsy, Darren, but I'm semantically clumsy, I guess.
But that's all right, because we are a broad church here at ShawScope, and we welcome the semantically clumsy stroke casually racist. And today we have a double
in
bill.
fairness, I'm going to say I think the racist act is casting. What is his name? Is it Paul Chang Chung?
Paul Chang Chung, yeah.
Yeah. As a Thai 20-year-old when he's clearly a Chinese 35-year-old. In fact, I think this double bill is probably a double bill entirely built around heinous miscasting and actors totally inappropriate age-wise for the characters that they're playing.
It's like Bangkok 90210, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes.
A word to the wise there.
Raises their eyebrows and it all becomes
Before your court date, I would rethink that defense strategy if I were you. But yes, anyway, we're in. My God, lads, we've actually made it to 1965.
Wow. We can see there's some spy films just around the corner. With some like binoculars or something like that. That's it.
Like,
a periscope, surely.
Yes, yeah.
Like a little miniature periscope that's kind of out of a biro.
Or someone's hat.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's on the way. But before we get there, we've got so we're going to be talking about Crocodile River and the Lotus Lamp.
Yeah.
Both kind of pretty interesting titles. Definitely interesting to talk about and consider, I think, at least.
Yes.
So we'll kick off with Crocodile River.
Yeah.
Which 65 release, but whenever I've been reading about it online, it seems to have, it's considered like a 1964 film, right? Which is, I guess, when it was shot, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was also shot in two distinct versions, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. I think we'll put that on the back burner for now. So we'll talk about the Shaw release version, right? And then we'll pick up the slack. Either of you want to do the story?
A lot of guys in chinos, and polo shirts punch each other. It's very much like going to like a high school pool party in Canada circa like 1990.
Oh, this
was my
take. Did it? This.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Romeo and Juliet with a river full of crocodiles.
Yeah, little bit of West Side Story in there, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I can see some.
Quite a lot of side boob and bum.
Yeah, impressive.
For 1965.
Yeah.
There's an astonishing amount of bums and sides of tits. I approve.
Yes, and also, nothing says like pacing like a lot, like about 40 minutes of travelogue footage, right?
Mm.
An enormous amount of people biking around and looking at
Look,
giraffes.
they didn't go to Thailand not to get some holiday snaps.
I will say 60s Bangkok looks awesome.
Well, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. To be fair, it does actually look wonderful. And in 1965, as well, when people weren't necessarily traveling as much, flying, it must have been quite the thing to see that on a big screen. Like, look at that. That looks nice. We might go there one day.
Yeah. Also, just going back to sort of credits, interesting director credit and screenwriter credit on this one. So,
Yes.
Lo Wei and Ho Meng Hua, apparently.
Yep.
Although he doesn't appear in the actual credits, I noticed.
On the print, no.
No. And screenwriter Chang Che.
Yes. Also missing from the credits is the, and we'll get to this later again, but is the director of the Thai version, right? Although I'm assuming there must have been overlap. So just to get ahead, we'll mention it more, just to get ahead, there were two versions filmed, a Thai version, Champoon, and the Hong Kong version, and they seem to have swapped. It's still unclear, having read about it, but they've swapped out the leads. So the Thai film would have a Thai lead, and then the Hong Kong would have a Chinese lead. But I'm not sure, although like all the footage where do they share the same footage when the leads aren't in close up, or is it like totally two different? You know, like when they shot like you know, the US version of Dracula and the Spanish one on the same sets, but they're basically Is it like that, or
my gut would say no? There's a lot of shared footage, but
I would guess so. Yeah.
Particularly
there's actors who are in both versions playing different characters. That's what's fascinating to me. Apparently, Man Terrafall and Malay Wek Proseri, I'm saying those totally wrong. Apologies to any Thai listeners. But apparently they're in both versions, but they are the leads in one version, and then they're side characters in the one that we watched.
Yeah.
Which would suggest to me that, like,
it
would be
it's a shame
hard to then
we couldn't see Champoon and compare for ourselves, right? But it doesn't seem to be out there, does it?
No.
And it's based on a apparently a best-selling book of
and speaking of mangling names, I'm going to attempt that now. A novel by someone called Tep Mahapauraya.
Good effort.
Noble attempt. Better than I didn't just go for Clive Chan Chung. Yes. So Julie Shien is our heroine. This one. The Thai version apparently is someone called Mai Thrafon.
Well, there we go. That should have been my name at the beginning of the show. It should have been Julie Sheehan. Surely, that wouldn't have been racist at all.
Well,
I was going to take off this.
You'd have found a way to fuck it up.
Yeah.
I think you already did.
I'm taking off this. I was going to do this in when we were off air there for a second. I was going to take this off, and then I realized I would really bother me watching this later on. Continuity is all important. So you're seeing me take off my my hoodie there.
What's in Nick's tea tonight? To the
Don't.
Well,
either way,
bleach, hopefully.
Very tired. That's probably what's in my tea. Fucking exhaustion.
Anyway. That's all right. We've only got 24 films.
We should probably crack on. Okay, so crocodiles and rivers, Clive, go.
Well, so yes, so as you said, Star-Crossed Lovers story about different families and people who aren't meant to be together or whatever. And it's I suppose the thing that's unique to this is this bridge that connects these two communities, which is just seems to be teeming with crocodiles, right?
Yeah, there's crocodiles everywhere.
Yeah, but
they never go on land.
Huh?
They never go on land. Because everyone's house is right on the river.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but they never come
like
out
Florida. They don't go in people's pools and things.
No.
But you got to know that William Shakespeare was spinning in his grave because he was just like, "Oh fuck, what a great idea!"
Yes.
Why didn't I think
Yes,
or
if only
river
I
crocodile.
knew of the existence of crocodiles.
Crocodiles. Yes.
And there's some lovely stock footage of crocodiles.
Yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a lovely inflatable crocodile, or
Yep.
polystyrene
Little
crocodile.
motor probably on it.
That's it. No,
But
that's a man. There's
as
a man
danger-
underneath
Women,
it.
yeah.
As dangerous as this river is, in the kind of opening setup when the bridge gets blown up, Dukes of
Mhm.
Hazzard
Yeah.
style,
Yep.
Yeah.
they don't think to rebuild the thing for fucking years.
Well, no, that's because they're at each other's throats.
Yeah, they
No,
hate
I
each other.
understand that, but still,
Yeah.
it's
And it's, you know what? And it's not quite resolved, actually. So the whole beef
No.
right at the start is Lo Wei, right? Doing a fucking good job of being a horrible, nasty piece of shit,
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say.
Mhm.
Don't say a lot of good about Lo Wei, but he's very good in this. Just is basically a piece of shit, steals people's women, basically kidnaps some dude's girlfriend, beats him up, then blows the bridge up
Mhm.
out of animosity. And it's never quite resolved whether that is the beef, that's part of the beef, that's the whole beef.
And then,
Was the girl he kidnapped someone's mother?
and then when we jump ahead to our two leads who would have been children at this time at college in Bangkok or whatever, it really does feel like it's going to be like a parallel, as if this happened way back in the past, and then the ghosts or something, or there's just going to be but it turns out, oh no, it's not that far flung in the future, and basically these, it does connect, it's just they've been away from their respective villages or whatever, and they end up going back there. We forgot to mention script by Chang Che as well.
No, I did mention that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
So so that's the setup, and like we said, we can't compare to the Thai version, which was directed by here we go again, His Royal Highness.
Oh, that's
Prince,
right. Yeah.
Prince Bambadu was the credited director of the Thai version.
Yeah.
Looking around as well, reading that article I sent you about Chinese films shot in Thailand at this time. The other, I don't know if it's a Shaw one or not, but the other one that looks of interest, Flyer and Magic Sword.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's something that's available for us to watch.
No.
Anyway, Crocodile River. It's a bit long, I would suggest, at 103 minutes.
Yeah.
However, it does. I don't know. I've seen this film a couple of times now, and it's not overwhelmingly great in any way, shape, or form. But there's something quite satisfying. Like it's a tragedy you can see coming a mile off, but it's kind of the getting there, isn't it? And there's something I do like this setup of the Crocodile River, and there's something about it. It's like I wish it was a bit better than it was, I suppose, but I have a certain goodwill towards this film for some reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I'm totally with you. I eventually got into the whole family dynamics, the whole beef, the whole love story.
That'll be the bum and the side tit that got you in.
That's and it's not just one. It's you see the cousins one, and you see the girlfriend.
Someone's taking notes. I suspect that stuff isn't in the Thai version.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
because I think they were.
It's in the time. It's in the novel though.
Yeah,
so
that's one thing.
At the end.
Yeah,
no, I know.
She's
that
chained
scene
up
at the end.
She's chained up naked, isn't she? Apparently, in the novel.
Exactly.
But from what that article was saying, one of the bones of contention with that co-production thing was Thais were, the censorship was harsher. So,
yeah. But I mean, what I like about this is, number one, there's a number of points of difference that are not just because it's on location in Thailand, but that's kind of part of it. But yeah, you're right. The whole sort of Crocodile River conceit, the fact that there's two villages separated by, what's essentially a river of lava, because if you go in there, you're going to die by crocodile. the whole, there's a lot of family dynamic stuff, and I don't even think we need to spoil it, but there's a lot of kind of long lost relatives come out the woodwork
Yes.
towards the end of the film. There's lots of sort of, I'm going to burn down your factory, I'm going to ruin your business. You're not allowed to see this family because we've got beef with them. All that business, star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet stuff. But I like the fact.
Viewers would be interesting whenever we turn the cameras off on these recordings. We all three of us carry on talking and drinking, and they always descend into those recriminations of their little sessions. We're always burning down each other's factories. And
I know. Yeah. It was my guinea pig farm last time. It's going to take a long time to recover from that. Well, luckily enough, they do breed quite rapidly.
Yes. Plus, we've got crispy guinea pig snacks tonight, which is nice.
Yes. So, but yeah, the other thing I like about this, I'm sorry, I will let Nick talk in a minute. The other thing I really like about this is it goes there, right? It's got the coverage of its convictions.
Yes.
In that, and there will be spoilers. In that, yes, she's. The way they stop her from going out, towards the end of the film is they strip her naked and confine her to a bedroom, and then she makes a lovely little dress out of her bedspread. Should have taken the bedspread away as well, shouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next it's quite time warm in Thailand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and also the end. So here's where the spoilers come in. At the end, they die, and you just see skeletons with a bit of gore on them. Because the crocodiles ate them, and that heals the village.
Yeah, which is weird. Honestly,
well, I think they've seen the error of their ways and put aside their little differences in the.
Yeah, but to be fair, in fairness, the bully brother, is actually the one that sorts it out, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he has the real come to Jesus or whatever moment. I think. Yeah. In fact, I think he said at one point, "I've been a total asshole."
Yeah.
According to this, and I was like, "Yeah, cool that you're owning it."
Yeah. Well, what did you think, Nick?
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement. I think it's probably overlong. I was surprised and impressed by the nudity, especially because we haven't really seen it in any other Shaw films either. So
Diao Chan had a little bit of her back in it,
right?
Which was Lin Dai's back, actually, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Have you been working for the Bare Facts video guide, Darren?
It's always switched on. The database is always live.
Yes.
It's always this, it's like an infinite.
I'm sure that the timestamps from career opportunities are still retrievable.
So yeah, I mean, it's funny too. I did, as I said, I jested a little bit about the travelogue stuff, but it actually is really pleasant. There's something I sat in the bath, as I often do, to watch this, and just kind of enjoyed the experience of biking through 1960s Bangkok and seeing the kind of the rivers and
crocodiles.
Crocodiles, yeah. I did also there's not a huge amount of action in the film. There's a few fight scenes, but they're not kung fu or anything like that. But there is a few
like I said, West Side Story kind of rumbles, isn't there?
Rumbles, yeah. But there's a Thai kickboxing scene.
Yes, that was quite cool.
Yeah.
But as I said, Paul is definitely not age appropriate for he really doesn't look like a 20-year-old like a college student, and he towers above everyone else in his family, because I think his mom and dad are possibly actually played by Thai actors, and he's kind of he definitely doesn't look the part. But yeah, no, it wasn't my favorite of the films we've watched to date, but it wasn't bad.
Well, it was a nice little break from the operas.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is one or two songs though, right? I feel like there was.
No, there's no songs in this.
There's none at all.
No.
Did nobody sing? So. Not like a proper musical. I thought somebody Somebody burst into song at
I
one
think there
point.
might be a little bit of
Is
someone
there?
just
Well, maybe.
yeah. You were too busy noting
Ogling.
down
Yeah,
bits of
I must
body
have been
parts.
scribbling down. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's a body double for the cousin, though, because we don't actually see her face and her boob at the same time.
Yes, you do.
So,
When
the one
she's
where
in
they
the
open
water,
up,
you do.
when they open up. Oh yes, right. But when he opens the door on the shower, right? Because that's how it's introduced.
I'm enjoying this a great deal. This is.
But I will say I was surprised by how much cleft we saw with the other girl, the actual our Juliet.
Hang on now.
At one point, she bent over, and I was like, I can't believe that this is being shown in a 1965.
But this is the first time we've ever seen that, right? In everything we've seen from Shaw's.
I'm imagining just off screen there, you have like actually a filing cabinet.
You know what?
Yes,
I actually have.
But
see,
there is actually a filing cabinet.
I bloody knew it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Hang on, I'll show.
I like to put on my dirty
There it
ring
is.
before I go to mine.
Crocodile River in the Sea section.
Filing cabinet.
Right, that looks more like a safe. But, yeah.
Well, yes, you want to keep that information, out of the hands of
Yes.
impressionable youth.
Hey,
Yeah.
robbers.
Where I keep my boob information.
Right.
I made a mess of the bloody room then.
Yes, I was going to say your framing is off now.
That's all right. Carry on.
We all seem to have kind of it's a nice diversion, and it's given us a chance to talk about this the whole Chinese productions in Thailand thing, which is kind of quite interesting, and hope I get a chance to maybe see some more films from that era and dig a bit more into that, because that does sound quite. Just reading that article about just the idea that also you would have had Chinese film stars going on tour in Thailand and like turning up and like performing songs and things at premieres, and that kind of. And I was thinking there's this what's her name, Panawa Chanajat, aka Wang Ping, who I probably wouldn't have considered before, but she's co-stars in Duel of Fists with David Chang, right? So that's something I was thinking about.
Funny enough, I meant to look into this and I forgot. So Wang Ping is in a load of stuff. I'm sure she's in Vengeance as well, isn't she?
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things like we wouldn't have considered her in that context, or would have known necessarily unless we were paying attention to the AKs at the top of the page that she was a Thai actress, right? And that she was famous enough that she would have been raw to be in.
Well, I did look up Wang Ping's listing, at least on IMDb, and I didn't see any names that looked Thai.
Okay, interesting.
So but also, and I think I must have thought, I must have got the wrong end of the stick on that article then. But if
then
you
again,
thought that
how
as
many
well,
Thai films are not listed at IMDb, right? I mean,
true. No, but you'd think that there might be an alias. So what I was talking about was Wang Ping known as, and then 5 or 6 names.
But then again,
I was expecting to see something Thai.
We were talking about. I can't remember what else we were talking about. But Wang Ping is also one of those names that you can imagine might have been assigned to someone else. Yeah. It's almost a generic kind of. You can imagine someone coming up with, what do I want my pseudonym to be for this? Lighting on this IFD film. Wang Ping. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what Nick would have done anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
No, he'd have stolen someone else's name.
Well, yes.
And added Nick to the.
I just put Nick in front of it.
Yeah.
So like Nick Wang Yu or something.
There you go.
Don't. That's
Nick
what he's going to be
Sammo
next time now.
No, I think I actually did that last time, if you remember. I think I was private you last time we did this. But so is this Lo Wei's first directorial credit then?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
No.
But then, do we think that he was like? Is this a case where because he's still quite young at this point, right? And in terms of like his career, it's quite early. Is the other director there as an overseer? Is this kind of like a mentor-mentee situation?
Is that
That's a
what
good question.
the other side of mentor is? Mentee?
Yes.
Mentee, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I wanna say Low Way's been going for 3 or 4 years at this point,
At this
but
point,
I could
okay.
be completely wrong. I'm gonna look it up now.
Also, it's interesting. You might be right. Although, oddly enough, I tend to, I suppose because the films he made that we know are from later on, I think of Ho Meng Hua as like the new upstart and Lo Wei is
Yeah.
part of the old guard, you know. But actually, no, they're quite close in age, and
Yeah.
Ho Meng Hua had been directed in the late 50s as well. I think it's just because he makes those angry films in the 70s, right? So you tend to think of him in those, because that's what we know him for. But of course, Ho Meng Hua did a whole load of stuff, right? But
Oh no, I mean Lo Wei's been directing since the early 50s.
Oh wow.
53.
Yeah. So
Okay.
longer than
Yeah.
So it might be the opposite. Maybe Ho Meng
But
Hua was
it's so no, the 1948 is the first film credited to the other fella.
Ho Meng
Ho Meng Hua.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
48 as director. Really?
Yep.
That's crazy, yeah.
He was born in 1918, so that would put him at 30.
And he's directing shit. Well, they're both directing shit in the 80s, to be fair. Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting sometimes you have an image and then you're forced to realign it, right?
Yeah, because Ho Meng Hua is because he's edgy.
Yes,
I see
exactly.
Ho Meng Hua as edgy, and that makes you think he's young.
Yeah. But he's a old codger. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, Crocodile River was a hit, I think.
Yep.
Right.
The Lotus Lamp.
Fucking weird film this is.
It is an odd one, isn't it?
Feelings I was not expecting to have were aroused in this.
This, are we talking more side boob? Or...
No, not side boob at all.
You were very attracted to the idea of a fully grown man pretending to be a cartoon dog by any chance?
Sky Dog.
I think we all are.
I like Sky Dog. That's Lee Kwan. Lee Kwan without this tail.
Sky Dog. What's his he does have a character name. What is
Sky Dog.
Sky Dog.
That's actually the name. Yeah, that's the name. Sky Dog. Yeah.
Which is one of those days, Sky Dog. I'm thinking, isn't that like a Sky Dog? Isn't that like a blind homeless man who recorded some records or something in the 70s or something like Sky Dog or something like that?
He's like he's Old Dirty Bastard's granddad, I think, probably.
Yeah.
This is
a weird one. Sky Dog likes it raw. It's safe to say.
He does, definitely. So, and but I cut you off there, Darren. I want to know more about these feelings that were.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, let's front and center.
Yeah, do the story and then lead that into your feelings at the same. Fold it in there. You do whatever you want. Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not going to do the story just now.
Okay.
But when you're talking about Linda Lindai, we all know we've all known that we're bound in towards the last Linda Lindai films because she kills herself in 1965, right?
Right. 64. I think.
Sorry, 64.
Yeah.
But if you've read up about Linda Lindai, the only films they really mention in terms of her last output is The Blue and the Black. Right, Linda Lindai famously died during the filming of The Blue and the Black. Well, it turns out she hadn't finished this one either.
No, and there's another one. There's 4 basically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we're watching this, and Linda Lindai, because I don't fancy Linda Lindai because I think she looks a bit weird. She looks.
Yes. Yeah. I think. Yes. Fair enough.
She looks kind of mumsy and too wholesome to fancy. It would be my view of Linda Lindai. I don't know if you would agree.
Yeah,
I don't fancy her either, but I know what you mean. She clearly has a striking screen presence, and the camera likes her. But I'm not knocking one out to it.
No, she's amazing. You know,
Yeah.
I've come to adore. We all have, I think, to
Yes.
come to
Yeah.
adore Linda Lindai. But seeing her switch, seeing these scenes switch between her and her double,
For Shemp?
and yeah, and they are not filmed from behind. This
No.
is another actress in Linda Lindai makeup.
This is Elsie Tuchier.
Yeah.
And she also did, the blue and the black, the two-part blue and the black. She doubled for her again, which was released the following year.
And I think in whatever and there's one final film as well.
But I don't think Elsie Tuchier is in that. I think
she horror film.
She is in other films, but I think she only doubles for Linda Lindai in these two.
So that's the feelings part of this, right? Is the feelings part of this? Is it really fucking strange?
Well,
because you can really see the join.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. While you're on the subject, it's so, and I'd seen this film before, but it's so like, and I don't know if this has something to do with the cold glare of modern technology or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in HD as well, didn't we?
She's so clearly not the same actress.
No, but also really heavily made up as well.
Yeah,
it's like
but you're watching the film, and it's so obvious that, especially if you haven't read up and you don't know, you think it's going to be a plot point because you're watching it and hang on, that's the same character. Oh, that is the same character. Okay, but it's a totally different person, and you're thinking, oh, hang on now, is this going to be just because they're doing this whole thing about reincarnation and I was thinking and because she's playing this goddess, I was thinking, oh, it's like because the other woman looks a little bit older as well. So I was thinking, oh, is that supposed to be like her real look? And then when we're seeing her as Linda Lindai, we're seeing her through the eyes of Cheng Pei Pei's character. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking, maybe that's it. Like he's seeing her as younger and more beautiful. And I was really investing as much time as Darren does to body parts into figuring it out. And then I'm like, oh no, it's just really poorly done doubling. But it does make a huge difference to the film because it adds. It's already a weird, surreal film. But she might as well have come out with a cape in front of her face.
Yes.
Walked off screen and we heard a car crash, and someone said, and to be never seen again. Yeah.
And what makes this weirder than the film you just referenced is Cheng Pei Pei's wandering around in a fucking beard.
Yes, so I mentioned before, if I had issues with Paul Chang-chung playing a 20-year-old Thai student, the whole thing of having Linda Lindai, who is in her like early 30s, right? I think at this point.
Oh, late 29.
Yeah, 29. Playing a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, sorry, do we know? I can't remember if we've talked about this before. Do we know what Linda Lindai's problem was specifically, or why she took her own life? Or do we know?
It's like an argument with her husband.
I have
family
theories.
Issues.
I have theories, but I think officially she had some.
So Darren knows a little bit. Nick's making shit up. Okay.
Yes, no. Yeah. I mean, yes, Darren is correct. She had an argument, and her husband basically said it was over something trivial, but obviously she didn't feel that.
Was her husband someone we know from Shaw, or just totally unrelated?
He was a celebrity too. Yeah, I don't remember who he was. But here's the thing. So, like, if you guys were reading about the making of this film, did you read much about the making of this?
No, I have to admit I didn't.
Not specifically this. Okay. I was reading a lot around Linda Lindai and her death, but not specifically this.
So she was originally only supposed to play the one character. She wasn't supposed to play the younger, like her own son, right? That was supposed to go to Ivy Ling Poe. And Linda Lindai basically felt like, oh, this is it. Like they're making me pass the torch to this younger actor. They're trying to push me into the who's the one that I love, the Milfy who becomes a movie director.
Cao Pa-Shu.
Yeah. They're trying to push me to be her. They want me to be the maternal.
Well, at 29,
yeah.
Nick's gonna be outside the window.
Yeah, exactly. And so So she basically throws her weight around and says, "No, no, Eileen Poe's not doing this film. I'm starring in it. I'm playing both roles. I'm playing the, you know, the fairy goddess woman and the 14-year-old son, which is patently like ridiculous, right? I mean, those
I
scenes are
actually liked that though.
you
I
know,
Yeah,
enjoyed the
I've become so
frolicking about the
accustomed to
teenager.
the whole female in male
No.
then-
Yeah, but not
everything.
with Cheng Pei Pei cannot do that.
then this is the
That's-
thing. So then they've
that's-
cast as her lover, right? The what was how old is Cheng Pei Pei? Like 19, 18, 17, 17, something like that. Like this is before Come Drink With Me, right?
Yeah.
She's a teenager. So they've cast her as the lover, and already even just with the two of them as like, like it's age inappropriate, it's weird. It's obvious that Linda Lindai is a 29-year-old woman, and this is a 16 or 17-year-old girl playing her boyfriend or husband or whatever. And then later on, when they put Cheng Pei Pei in the crepe paper beard, it's just fucked. It's just so weird.
I do love it for that though.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I mean,
I
I'm
was
enjoying
wondering-
it myself.
I was thinking about this time as well. I know there are like traditional reasons for these things as well, but also I was just wondering, back in the mid 60s, is there something oddly unspoken but fetishistic about all this for someone going on? Because it is odd. I mean,
Well, I suppose, well, it's probably a symptom, isn't it, of something that's kind of pantomime, right? So like telegraphed pantomime, so opera on stage, right? Because this is a one-way opera as well, right? Sort of. So it and men and then women play the parts. Men play it on stage, and women play it in the cinema. And so there's always been this kind of gender fluidity, hasn't there? You know, this gender switching. So I get that that's always been a part of Chinese cinema, right? However, whatever permutations it's gone through, you know, plus kind of mythology and kind of for all the folk tales about women disguising themselves as Hua Mulan and all that. But yeah, it's like in this era, it's like it seems like that it's all there is in traditional cinema, isn't it?
It is refreshing though, isn't it? 60 years on, it's refreshing to see. 60 years ago, they were doing this and everyone was perfectly fine with it. And there wasn't an army of fucking online fucking culture or pundits fucking,
But here's
we
my
could
thing.
learn a lot.
Yes, but my thinking is that Linda was feeling this pressure, was feeling like she was basically her days were numbered and that Ivy Ling Poe and that these other younger stars were kind of were eclipsing her. And I have a feeling she probably got depressed about that. I think she was also being told she was fat. I mean, I've read this basically by directors, by people, and I just think she probably got, and I think she's probably a sensitive and possibly slightly.
I think it is, you're quite right. It's that mixture of a punishing work environment and someone extremely highly strung. I think. I mean, she even looks highly strung. You know what I mean?
And you're also a woman in the 1960s. Anywhere around the world, you're going to be chugging the diet pills.
Yeah,
you're going to be, it's going to be all about the, swimsuit shoot and director's couch and all the rest of it.
And so, interestingly, Ivy Ling Poe, who basically is supposed to be in the film, gets pushed out, ends up in the film anyway, because she voices all of Cheng Pei Pei's songs. And it's very clearly her. You can immediately, her voice is so distinctive. And that's probably after Linda Lindai has passed away, right? And they're like, who gives a shit now? She's not going to have anything to say about putting Ivy Ling Poe in the film.
Yeah.
But
the sort of, I'm kind of, I say this out of love for Linda Lindai more than anything. And, we all know what a factory, what a production line Shaw Brothers was, right? But still, there's got to be some sort of trauma going on for Li Ching, for example, right? week 3 of the shoot, shooting opposite Linda Lindai. Week 4 of the shoot, shooting opposite her double.
Elsie, whatever. Yeah.
Shooting opposite Elsie, who's playing the same character, who is Linda Lindai, and she's meant to react the same way.
Yeah. You could even say there's a very memorable, one of the most memorable scenes in this film, you could say serves as a bit of a metaphor, right? It's the one where a whole series of dudes jump in a fiery cauldron one after another.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Which is just an extraordinary...
It's an amazing scene.
You don't see that coming at all.
And the cauldron
it's like,
looks...
what the...
The cauldron looks super Celtic. It looks like the died out of slaying the Horn God.
And in fairness, all those stuntmen are pretty fucking close to the flames.
Yes,
as well.
I was trying to figure out how they did it. It does look legit like they're jumping into something that's on fire.
I mean, they're clearly jumping over it,
but still, it's a good illusion. It's a very good illusion.
And incidentally, that's all the choreography talent for the next 20, 30 years.
Luckily they didn't burn in a cauldron.
No, so that's Yu Ping and Tong Kai and Lau Kai.
What's weird is because you compare that and it's so well put together.
Yeah.
And then they have a fucking chintzy lamp with a bulb inside that just goes off. I don't know, the animation's cool. The animation's what I mean is
animation's fine.
There's a bulb in there. You think, no, that looks a bit naff.
It's like one of those roadside ones, isn't it? When there's
exactly,
the side of the road, it just flashes yellow.
Because everything else looks old and then clearly that's just a bulb.
Mention of the director. So this is Griffin Ye Feng again.
Yeah.
He had a real knack, I think, and it's not just the period this is shot in. I think he had a real knack of getting the most out of the Shaw sets, because a lot of the clearly set, stuff filmed on a soundstage looks extra good.
Yeah, I think it's
like all the cave stuff.
How he moves the camera and how he places things before and mid and foreground, he gives it an illusion of depth that's really effective. I think.
Yeah. No, he knew his shit absolutely.
However, could they not have given Tian Feng as the three-eyed god a third eye?
Because he's just a dude in armor.
Pretty much.
This guy, he's meant to be the god of... Oh, no, he's not the god of thunder, is he? He's some other god.
Yeah, the god of thunder is the one who has the big cauldron.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and he buries little Lindai under a mountain.
Yes.
Because it's basically a story about gods and mortals falling in love and they're not supposed to. And
there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah, I don't think we actually need to go. You should kind of watch it yourself because I think the Lotus lamp is actually, it's interesting. It's it's even though it's not as classic as some of the other things we've watched among my opera, it's for various reasons notably odd,
weird,
and stands out and is quite the engaging little watch, I think. I think this must have been one of the first non-martial arts Shaw Brothers films that I watched, I think. And it was a good one. It's a good one, a gateway one, I think, because some of the other stuff might be a little bit, a little bit too standard, but this is so odd. It will appeal to someone who's coming at it from, more of a cult or horror or kung fu. Yeah, I think the Lotus lamp is a good gateway one.
Yeah. Sky Dog is definitely a surprise. Famous Canadian actor Lydia Shum also appears in a kind of thankless role as the chubby son of a magistrate who gets cracked on the head and killed by Linda Lindai's second character in the film, right? The 14-year-old.
Yeah, I must admit, I meant to look Lydia Shum up, and the name is familiar, but for some reason I couldn't place Lydia Shum, and I forgot to look her up. Where do I know her from?
She's in tons of stuff, like all through the 70s, 80s, 90s. Then she moved to Canada. She became a major important figure in the Chinese community in Vancouver. But
is she not the big woman in drunken
Tai Chi?
Yeah.
She may well be. Yeah, it's someone I just forgot to look up. And yeah, I think because it's early in her career, it was a bit hard to kind of clock her as she might have appeared 10 or 15 years later, you know?
Yeah, she hasn't quite she hasn't become her stereotype awaits her in the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I found this. I mean, I agree with everything you both said. It's really weird. It stirs up feelings if you've seen some other Linda Lindai stuff and you know the backstory. You know, obviously there's a dog in it called Sky Dog.
Who is
Lots
a
of
real
fantasy
dog.
elements.
And I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
it's a
that
real dog.
I don't know if I've seen a real dog in a Shaw Brothers film up until this point.
I want to say we have.
We might have, yeah.
I want to say we
Not
have,
many,
but
not many.
not a lot. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do actually, although I had a load of fun with it, and you know, I mean, yeah, Cheng Pei Pei is never going to succeed Ivy Ling Po, because I felt that although there's that backstory you mentioned, Dick, that you know, Ivy Ling Po was meant to play the son.
Yeah.
Cheng Pei Pei is clearly channeling Ivy Ling Po.
Right.
And it's not just the voice, it's not just the singing.
Right.
She is clearly channeling Ivy Ling Po in the. Yeah, although she's clearly channeling Ivy Ling Po, she is nothing like a successor to Ivy Ling Po. It's and I love Cheng Pei Pei, don't get me wrong, but it's the worst female to male portrayal I have ever seen in one of these.
Although with her little waifish figure and that scraggly little beard, I feel she missed a trick. She could have played an Ammanford drug dealer.
Yeah,
nice.
All right.
I think you know what, I mean, I'm sad to say, I think when I watched this, my thinking was, oh, now I know why poor Linda Lindai topped herself. That fucking statue. Whoever made that statue of her that's in the temple, where it's the least flattering looking thing I've ever seen.
It like, kind of does look a bit like her, though.
I know, yeah. And that's why. That's why, because it does, and it's also, yeah.
Is that what I look like, is it?
Yeah, basically, I think. And I think she was kind of, yeah, I would have been upset if I had to act opposite that thing.
There we go. Now, we will be coming back to this next time, oddly enough. There's a Cathay film of basically the same story. So we might try and figure out exactly where this comes from, right? Whether it's some kind of legend or novel, or because that wasn't flagged up to me watching this by itself, right? So yeah, we'll see if we can figure that out, and we'll talk.
I hope Skydog is in that version too.
I think there is. I looked in the credits. There is some sort of
canine character. You can't have a Lotus lamp with a Skydog. It's part of the
That's
furniture,
what everyone says. See, that's the that's the perceived wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. The cunt, as they pronounce it properly, I think. That is a problematic word. I think that's why no one ever uses it in speech. I've only ever seen that written down.
The cunt.
The cunt.
Oh, cant. C-A-N-T. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. You can say cunt again if you like.
Go on. Have a free one. No. I want you to explain what you mean by cant.
Well, in that way, as in perceived wisdom, as in, the kind of prevailing belief or way of thinking.
Yeah. So do you mean like Emmanuel Kant?
No, not with a K, with a C. Kant.
Spell with a C.
Kant. Yeah. Kant is like a bend, isn't it? It's
like cantilever.
Well, it might be as well, but isn't Kant like?
Yes.
Hang on now.
Okay, we're gonna have to Google this.
Let's do the. Actually, this is because it's one of those words. I kind of.
I don't use Kant in that way.
What the definition would be, because you're sounding as if you've never heard this word before.
Not in that context. Not in that.
Hypocritical
usage.
and sanctimonious talk, typically of a moral, religious, or political nature.
Oh.
Yes, language specific to a particular group or profession.
Profession.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't used it in that term before.
Oh, you stupid cunt.
Nice.
Right.
Anyway,
Anyway.
would you believe there's cant also means a brick
100.
cut at a certain angle. Yeah, and 100 in Welsh.
In Welsh.
Yeah. So there we are.
Okay.
The many moods of cunt.
And
Languages.
Yes. Huh? Know what I'm saying? It's a new stand-up routine, I think, in the making.
Mm-hmm.
How about them words, huh? Anyway,
Words.
more extremely erudite cinematic chat. We'll put some berries on next time, maybe.
Yeah.
Toodaloo then.
Cunt.